I'm Tanner Higgins here with Raven Television. For our December show, we have the International Student Experience and what their first thoughts of Canada culture was. And then we also have the MSA Club, and we have some interviews.
Hi, I'm Kendra Flindle, and I'm here with some international students today. And we're just going to be talking about a few things. They've been here for 4 or 5 months, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts of the school, Canada, things like that?
Hi, my name is Javier. I'm from Spain, and I think these 5 months that I have been here, they are like very different to Spain. One of the most important things is like the school, that it's different. Also the subjects, I have like 4 subjects here, and in Spain I have like 7, so it's
really different. And we have different subjects each day. We don't have the same ones. Like the same day, we just imagine have maths, language, and English, and other day we have gym, history, and biology.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
It is.
I like that. What about the foods here? Any likes, dislikes compared to Spain?
I'm really missing the Spanish food.
Like me, because
I like the food here, but I prefer
here the food is like, for example, where I live, I didn't try the fish since I'm here, and in Spain, twice a week, I also have fish, so I prefer the Spanish food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
here we are always going like to fast food restaurants because we don't have any other options.
Yeah.
So we are like a little bit concerned about that.
Yeah.
Have you guys tried any of like the traditional Canadian foods like poutine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So classes-wise, what do you have right now?
I
I have English, I have science, I have technology, and I have gym.
yeah, I have the same. I
Okay.
go to the same classes.
We will go to the same classes.
Are any of these different classes that you wouldn't be able to take in Spain?
I mean, for example, in Spain, science, it's like different, because here, like in the same semester, we have like biology, chemistry, and physics. In Spain, we have one subject that is chemistry and physics, and another subject that is biology.
Here we like they
have like
teach us
mixed
in the same
Yeah.
Mhm.
class.
And also, for example, here is like more interesting because we do like labs in science with chemistry and all that, and in Spain we don't do that.
No, we
Oh.
just work in the
Yeah.
book and have tests.
So
That's
do you
it.
prefer having all the hands-on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
things?
yeah,
That's cool. Have you guys done any international trips yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of trips?
We've been to Toronto. We watched a baseball game of the Blue Jays.
And we also went to Niagara Falls. We slept one night in a hotel with Al International, and it was really, really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really.
And you guys like both of those?
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones planned that you know of?
I think the 9th we're going to
Ice skating.
to the wellness center, and we're
Oh,
going to
nice.
skate and then to have
We're
like
gonna.
dinner of Christmas.
Yeah, we're gonna
more or
have
less.
dinner like all the internationals. And
Have you guys been skating before? Do you know how to
Yeah.
skate?
In Spain, but
me, yes.
I'm not the best one at skating.
Well, I know how to, but compared with the Canadians here, I'm so bad.
Well, I can't say anything. I can't stay upright when skating, so I understand that. What's the weather differences from Canada to Spain?
Like in Spain, where I live, I don't have this cold because I live in the coast, so the humidity is affects. So in Spain, the less in the winter where I live, it's like 8 degrees, and here is minus 28 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the cold winter in Spain is like what we are having now here. At
Oh,
least
so like our
where
fall
I
weather.
live. Well, not even minus, maybe 1 degree,
Oh,
0
wow.
degrees.
Well, consider yourselves lucky. So with the World Cup, are you guys paying attention to anything
Yeah.
of what's
Yeah.
going on there? And
Yeah.
are you rooting for your country?
Yeah,
course.
we are cheering from Spain.
Yeah.
Because in Spain it's like we celebrate more than here because here Canada is not the best team.
Yeah.
Yes, we can tell.
So
But yeah,
we
I
hope-
think in Europe soccer is like the one of the most important sports.
Yeah, yeah.
Here is like hockey and that thing.
Yeah.
In Spain and most Europe is
Yeah,
soccer.
So is World Cup a big thing in Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Is there like any celebrations around it or any
I'm-
like?
Well, if
I
we
mean,
win, of
if
course.
we win, we celebrate, but if not, we just like
The year that Spain won,
Won.
like all the people were at the street with fireworks and
Yeah.
all that
Oh, wow.
things, and it
that,
was
but
nice.
it was in 2010. So
Yeah, we were little.
Yeah, that makes sense. Holiday traditions. Do you guys celebrate Christmas in Spain? I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
anything about.
In
stuff like
Spain, it's a little bit different because here you have like Santa Claus, and that's like the only presents that you have.
Yeah,
And in Spain we have like the three wise men.
that. Oh,
it's
that
like
it's the 5th of January to the 6th of January. So they come and they give us present, and
Yeah.
also Santa Claus. So we have like two presents.
we have Santa Claus and the three wise men.
Yeah.
cool. I like that. Is there any different celebrations compared to what you know about Canada?
Well, we also celebrate it with our family and
Yeah.
friends. It's not a
Also, I don't know if here you have, but in April, one of the last weeks of April, we have like 1 week off, and it's called Semana Santa. But it's like a week of
no school.
no school.
Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah.
wish we had that. We do
But-
not have that.
But here, the good thing about is like you have like PA days.
Yeah,
that
in Spain we don't have PA days.
You don't
In
have
Spain,
PA days?
in
No.
Spain, I mean, we have, but
We have like,
They-
for
they-
example,
Yeah.
once in 2 months or 3
but they
months.
prefer like now what they are doing. Like if there's like one PA day on Friday, they mix with another PA day, and then they do like Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday
Yeah.
instead of.
That's cool. Anything different like with the Christmas? I had a word in my head and now it's gone. The decorations.
Yeah, we don't. We put like the tree.
Yeah. Only
We
that.
decorate the tree and
No.
that's it. We don't
Yeah.
decorate like
the
the
house.
house,
And all that. No.
the
Oh.
outside of the house
No
because
Christmas
we don't.
lights.
We don't
Yeah.
have like in Spain. Almost all the people live in a flat. We don't live
That makes
in
sense.
houses, so we can't decorate all the flat.
That makes sense. That's understandable. Are you guys going back to Spain for the holidays?
No.
So would you like to take the chance to say hi to your family and friends?
Hi, mom.
Hi, Mom.
I miss
And
you.
Dad. I miss you and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
and
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Perfect. We're gonna go to a commercial break and we'll be back in just a minute. welcome back, and we're here with another international student. And you've been here for 5 months now?
3 months.
3 months.
Today I actually get 3 months here. I arrived September the 30th.
Oh, nice. What is your initial thoughts of Canada and this school?
Well, for example, I picked this school in this town precisely because they had the program of Comtech. So I was really looking forward to get to this school in specifical. So I was not disappointed. I really like the school. It's bigger than my school, way bigger than my school. But I think I got used to it real quick.
Good. So foods-wise, is there any dislikes, likes of Canadian food, or do you miss yours?
Yeah, I really miss Mexican food. I mean, I think it's the thing that I miss the most from my country is the food. Because, I mean, food here is alright, but, I mean, for example, we're way more diverse in meat, for example. I'm a meat lover, and here there's not that much meat. So I really miss it, and, well, all the tortillas and tacos and all that stuff, I really miss it. So, yeah, but I don't dislike completely Canadian food. Like, for example, like a week ago, I had what they call Canadian bacon.
Okay.
Just like the thick one.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that one's good. So I don't complain, but I do miss my food.
Have you tried poutine?
Yeah, I'm not a gravy lover. I'm not a gravy enjoyer, so
That's understandable.
yeah.
What do you have class-wise right now?
I got English as a second language, Comtech, visual arts, and science.
Nice. And is it different in Mexico than it is Canada for the way classes run?
Yeah, because we have 8 periods and we don't choose them. Like, they are standard
wow.
8 periods. And for example, here you have all the days, the same classes in the same order. And in my school, we had the 8 periods. Well, we had 12 periods, and so you have 8 per day. So they kind of scramble between the days. So you don't have the same class at the same time in the whole week. So you jump, so you have to memorize your schedule for, like, all of them.
That seems very complicated.
Yeah, but for example, we are not the ones that changed room. So we stay in the same room with the same people, and the teachers are the ones that switch.
Okay.
So that makes it easier, because
Yeah.
changing 8 times a day would be definitely complicated. So some subjects change. For example, I'm looking forward for next semester to join auto, because I mean, we don't have auto, so it seems like a really good opportunity and some skills.
Do you prefer doing it the way that we do, or the way that Mexico does?
I think this one's way better because it's way more chill, and just 4 periods. I mean, they can be long, but I mean, they're just 4 periods, and the break is long. Like, an hour break is really good.
Okay. So trips-wise, have you been on any of the international trips?
I've went to Canada's Wonderland. That's the one
nice.
I've been, and I really like it. It is a nice park. I really enjoyed the roller coasters. So, I mean, there were the other ones, but I visited those on my own when I came before to Canada. So I decided not to go to those ones.
That makes sense. Weather-wise, what's it like for Canada compared to Mexico?
We don't have snow. We don't have low temperatures.
Really?
Like, our lowest temperature would be like 10
Lucky.
degrees. Yeah, that's what they've told me. So, like, 10 degrees is already cold. So here we're going to face, what, minus 30 degrees?
Something like that.
So I'm starting to prepare for winter.
Not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I just wish I survived. That's all.
Yeah, I hope so too. World Cup, is that big in Mexico?
Yeah, you can see the flags. Yeah. So, for example, today is our last game in group stage, and we're playing to qualify. So,
Nice.
and it's a really big. I mean, we haven't won ever, but every single triumph is celebrated. Like, I am from the Mexico City, so it's really crowded. But everyone reunites in the center of the city, and they celebrate, and they all have their shirts. And I mean, even if we don't win the World Cup, just winning a game is already a big thing. So, I mean, it's it's not. I don't think it's a national sport, but it's the most streamed sport in the entire country for sure.
There you go. And are you really passionate about it, or just?
Not really. Actually, I'm not a football guy, but when it's a World Cup, it's a World Cup, and you gotta cheer your country. So
Yeah, that's understandable. Holiday traditions. Do you guys celebrate Christmas like we do?
yeah, and as the Spanish guy said before, we also celebrate the Three Wise Men.
Okay.
So we have Christmas, 24th, and then we have the Three Wise Men on the 5th and the 6th of January. So we have those two. And well, the celebration would be pretty much the same, just like hanging out with family and
Okay.
going, receiving the presents and stuff.
Do you do
So-
the decorations like we do, like decorating the house?
Yeah, like the tree and the lights and well, we as I said, I come from Mexico City, so there are not that much houses, and they're more like apartment
Okay.
buildings. So you just really decorate inside, and no one actually puts outside.
Okay.
So everything is inside, but you can go to visit someone, and they most likely have at least little Santa Claus or something like that.
That makes sense. Are you going back home for the holidays?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone you're not going to see that you want to send a hello to?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm seeing some of my friends because I'm hanging out with my family mostly.
Okay. Would
So-
you like to say something to them?
Yeah, sure. ¿Qué onda, cabros? Acá ando en Canadá. Luego vemos si nos juntamos o qué pex. Alright.
Perfect.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, and that's everything. And
All right. Well, thank you.
Doing something outside. Do you want?
Hello, I'm Michael Colwell with RavenTV, and I'm here with two students from the Muslim Student Association. Your names are?
Same.
And Taha.
So, what does the MSA do around Eastside?
Essentially what the MSA is just uniting Muslims from all around the school. We wanted to promote kind of like what it means to be a Muslim and how that kind of factors into our daily lives. We wanted to just spread the message, just that Muslims are very inclusive and how anyone can honestly just be involved in this club. We wanted it to be a place where people kind of felt safe and kind of they don't really have the stress of being discriminated by anything. So we just wanted it essentially just be a place where people can just relax, talk about various things that Muslims do, and just learn a little bit more about the religion and how the benefits that we have of this, how they can implement it into their daily lives.
So I ended up talking to a couple other students from the Muslim Student Association, and I heard you guys want to start getting prayers around 11 o'clock, I believe it was? So, are you guys have any plans on getting school administration to start allowing like a prayer group?
Yeah, so essentially, one thing about MSA is that it's very popular in the GTA. And in the GTA, it was allowed to do prayers if it's needed to. So we found that with Canada having the right to allow religious activities being happening during the day, we realized that we're just going to talk to the school about starting a prayer so that students who want to practice their religion, they kind of have the comfort to do so. We are deciding to do it during lunch or maybe even between the 15-minute break in between our two classes during the afternoon.
Okay, interesting. And so, we all know Christmas is coming up, which is a very Christian holiday. How is the Muslim Student Association? Do they follow Christmas, or is there going to be some type of like celebration of your culture's version of Christmas, if that's a thing?
Well, there isn't any version of Christmas in the Islamic religion, but we can partly semi-participate really in Christmas, like parties or feasts with Christian families. It doesn't mean that we can't celebrate with other families, but we can't just follow the usual Christian religion of like Christmas. That's why we're all inclusive, because we want everyone to know what our religion is, and we feel that we should learn about other religions as well.
Okay, very interesting. So, how are you guys navigating? Because I know one of the biggest parts of Christmas is the presents. So, there's probably a lot of, I'm assuming, Muslim kids who like are interested because that's what a lot of classmates are talking about. How do you get around that? Is there some type of like barrier, or?
Well, gifting, honestly, we can gift whenever we want, and there's no restriction of when you can gift someone. So if kids want to get gifted during the season, they can get lavished with gifts, and we don't really have any restriction with it. In Islam, we do have two celebrations. We have two different Eids, which are usually right after Ramadan, which is a month of fasting, and then right after Bakr Eid, which is usually near the end of the summer. And these are times where kids get lavished with gifts. And so usually that's kind of our way. So that's, I guess, our equivalent of a celebration, and we just lavish people with gifts. So essentially with that, kids during the winter season, they don't really have that feeling of gifts, but if they do, we just lavish them as always.
So how many students are in your club so far, and how many of them aren't actually Muslim?
So we have approximately 20 kids in our Muslim Students Association so far, and around, we would say, half of them are actually not Muslim.
Wow. Yes. So I guess you guys have a lot of diversity in the club. And any activities you guys are planning for the future? Like maybe I heard something about you guys maybe having like event day or something like that from a couple of other students I interviewed.
Yeah, we are thinking of having an event day, so we're doing an Abaya and Tob day. So this is just clothing that's just kind of worn culturally, and we just want to represent that in the school. So we are going to have one day soon. And then we also plan another events that we are also planning is like during the month of Ramadan, which this year would be approximately in April. We want to do a place where, because students during that month can't eat during the day because we're fasting. So
Yes.
another event we're thinking of doing is that during lunchtime, they can just spend their time there just to be avoided by food so they don't have any temptations.
Very nice, very nice. That is interesting. So, what has the Muslim Student Association done for you guys, personally?
It's provided like how others think of the religion, including the non-Muslims that are in our club. It gives us a sense of relief that people know that we are like in the world, like that we are Muslims and that we are living, and that that's why we're also inclusive. So then we can like other people can learn about our religions, and then they can share what they do in Christianity or any other religion that they are in. So then we can also learn, and that's why we are in the club.
Okay, wow, that's great. That's great. So, if I were to join the Muslim Student Association, do I just come into a meeting on Wednesdays, or is there some type of like, what do I do?
So there's actually nothing you just have to do. You just have to bring yourself in there and just, you would just kind of relax there. There's no like, you have to do this to come into the club. You just need to join, and then we kind of just take it on from there.
Okay. Is there any like scriptures you read, or from like a Muslim Bible, if that's a thing?
Yeah, it's actually called the Quran. It was written a long time ago when Allah, our Lord in Islam, is it was considered our Lord in Islam, and the Quran just talks about how many things in Islam, like other religions, any events that occurred back then, and it also includes lots of words spoken by our Prophet and also Allah, and that's why it's a very important book in the religion, and that's why we read it.
Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. So thank you guys for coming in to interview. I really learned a lot today. And remember, if anybody wants to join, it would be at, I believe, 11 o'clock on Wednesdays at Eastside Secondary School. Is it room 110?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you guys very much. I'll see you guys maybe next week.
Thank you.
Have a good
See you.
day. Have a good
Yeah.
rest of your week.
You too.
Thank you for watching this episode of Raven Television, and we'll see you next time.